when it comes to selecting a boot, what do you think are the basic considerations that you might personally look for? Obviously, maybe be hunt dependent. Do you go hunt dependent first? And then what else you're looking at? Like waterproofing, like leather versus synthetic, like flex. Like what's your breakdown? I mean, they all need to pay attention to
all
it.
of the above. It's
pros and cons to anything that you can think of right now?
Yeah, I mean, I guess first and foremost, I think of the type of hunt you're going to be going on. So if I'm out on an antelope hunt, I want something light and flexible because I'm going to be covering a lot of ground. So I don't mind like an aggressive trail runner type of shoe like I've got one here on the end, which I really like, which is this little La Sportiva Mutant. I've had a couple of pairs of these. They used to make them with like a taller elastic piece that kind of goes over your ankle, which I like. But I like this. It's got good tread on it, but it's super lightweight. And for spot and stock antelope hunting, it's great because it's typically warm weather, early season.
And then do you feel you need like something, waterproofing capabilities like Gore-Tex on that?
No, I don't worry too much. In fact, I want it to breathe a little bit better, to be honest.
It's going to breathe more. Since it's going to be breathing more, there's also a chance for it to pick up more dust and dirt inside there. So your socks might be dirty every day. That's a consideration. But
that Gore-Tex membrane is not going to breathe as well as if it doesn't have that. And it is going to kind of gum up and get a little bit dirty. It's not going to, breathe, and it's just not as comfortable on your foot. If you're not dealing with like wet weather and water, I don't think you need Gore-Tex. But
and the thing with pronghorn hunting too, it's like, walking in sand with ski boots on. Like if you go too stiff, it is way more of a workout to walk through that spongy, sandier stuff, Yeah. And then having something that's more athletic and light.
Yes, I would say first, I think about the type of hunt. I mean, if I'm going on an elk or a mule deer hunt and it's pretty steep terrain, it's a lot of up and down. I found that I actually like a relatively stiff boot because over time it's just better wear and tear on my calves.
Yeah, because that flex every single time your foot has more fatigue, and that fatigue is going to work all this way through your body and just impact you.
Yeah, it really works your calves and your legs versus when you've got some good rigidity in the sole, you can kind of dig your toe in or the side of the boot into the hillside, and it's going to give you some torsional stability as you go up or down. So I actually like kind of a semi-stiff. I don't like a super stiff boot, like unless I'm really hunting like alpine super steep stuff.
So what I'm also hearing is there's no one boot to solve all hunts. You pretty much need an assortment of boots for the terrain, animal.
And I mean it depends on how much you're hunting and what you're hunting, but I would say for the most part I like having a bunch of different options in my closet, depending on the type of hunt I'm going on. Early you said synthetic or leather.
Yeah.
I like a leather boot for like late season hunts because I think you get better waterproofing and I think you get better wear and tear out of a boot that's all leather because there's less seams. So if you got wet weather or snow, the more seams that you've got in a boot, it's just the more places for moisture to leak in, work its way into your socks and have wet feet. I like a leather boot late. You can also put like a waterproof or a snow still on it. So I like that. But early season, I like
You a bare fat guy on your leather boots?
Nah, just kind of like I've used snow still before. But generally,
you ever use bear fat on your leather boots?
No, I haven't. I have a ton of bear fat in my freezer right now.
Heard a
You're
lot
talking
of
like outright bear fat, like real bear fat.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people.
That's what they used to do like way back.
Yeah,
in the day.
I've heard a lot of people
say
that that's the best for sealant.
Yeah, I've used just like leather conditioner, like an Obenoff's or something like that, but I've never used like a bear fat.
Yeah, so you're going to kind of give up a little bit of weight maybe on the leather side compared to a full synthetic.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, I do love that classic look of a leather boot. I just feel like
There's something about it.
A rugged hunter